Right, so what I've decided to do is I've decided to crochet a jumper right from the beginning. Make my own pattern, choose my own pictures, and using Stitch Fiddle, which is really, really good. I've used it for a few years now, it's really good. And we'll just see where it goes. Now, I've already made one jumper, I'll show you. It's got a hood as well. Quite nice. It's just got snowflakes just on one side, and all the way up. And the pattern I used for that was that one. And I made it on Stitch Fiddle. Really, really easy. I'm not one for following written patterns because people write them in different ways, and sometimes it's just easier to look at a picture. So I don't often write patterns down, but I'll write notes on it. So I've come up with a new one, a new design, same jumper, but because I don't write things down and I can't remember what needles I used, I've done a test piece. Here's a test piece. But as you can see, it came out a bit long and thin. So that's the gauge that I'm going to start from. So I went on Stitch Fiddle, drew this picture, and it was like, you find it? Yeah. It was like that. So it came out same as the picture. Yeah. So I've got to gauge what the Tunisian stitch is. The picture looks exactly the same as the graph. So you got the same gauge. So then what I did was to make the picture not look long and thin, I added squares. It's quite a big picture, but I only needed the reindeer. So as you can see, it was long and thin. Same gauge, didn't change the gauge, which is, I'll tell you what it is when I remember. I think it's 2418 on Tunisian. I'll get back to you on that. But as you can see, the reindeer, it looks better. So when I crochet it up this time, it'll look not long and thin, it'll look normal. So that's where we are now. This is the jumper. All them on the bottom. That bottom row there is your cast on row, COR as I call it. That bit there is that blue bit, that dark blue bit. That's your double crochet front post, back post, all the way across for about 9 or 10 rows, depending on the bottom edge, which side you want that on. So if you want that side of the bottom edge on your front, do another row. If you want that side of your bottom edge on the inside, it's up to you. Everybody's different. I like the inside on the outside, on good side, if you know what I mean. But everybody's different. So that's where we're at now. All I've got to do is choose my colours and start. And what I'm planning to do on is, I think I used a 3.5mm crochet hook to cast on. And then I think I used the same needle to do the double crochet front post, back post for the cuff. But I think actually I did the jumper last time and I put the cuff on last because I didn't know how tight I wanted it. It's quite loose. That's like an oversized jumper. So as you can see, it's the same thickness as the jumper. It doesn't tighten up. But if you left the cuff till last and just did the double crochet on the edge all the way around, if it wasn't tight enough for you, you could quite easily take it off, tighten it up, do it, you know, less stitches. But this time I want to start off from the double crochets, like I've done on the test piece. So I've already started off there, and then I've just continued up with the Tunisian crochet. When I went from the double crochet to the Tunisian stitch, never done that before, but it was quite easy. So when you went from, say you did the double crochet and on your last row you've got one stitch on your needle, sorry I've got hair, change to your Tunisian crochet hook, and so you go into the front post, pull one through but leave it on, and then when you go into your back post to your next one, pull one through and leave it on, and you do that all the way across, and that's how you end up with your Tunisian stitches on. That's how you go from double crochets to Tunisian crochet. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just give it a go, just have a try, you know, that's how we learn. So anyway, I'm just about to order my yarn, don't know what colour it'll be, find out on next video.